Aquarius, welcome to your July love reading. We're going to do things a little differently today. I've got my Angel Oracle deck here, the Angel Answers deck, separated into its categories. So first thing we're going to do is pull one card from each category to see if you have any questions about love in your person or what's going to come up in love in July. Let's see if we can get some answers for you. Okay, I think I'm just going to shuffle a little bit more here, and then I will cut this deck to get your answer. Okay. From this deck, let's see, what will Aquarius receive? Romance. How nice. Okay, Aquarius, that's your first angel card, suggesting there will be romance in July. How about from this section of the deck? We'll take the top card. Reconsider. Oh, interesting. The plot thickens. Reconsider romance. Interesting. Maybe you didn't think romance was on the table. You must reconsider, or maybe you must reconsider the idea of romance. Let's get the final angel card from this deck and see what it reveals. A year from now. Interesting. So something could be shifting with respect to love for you in July. I think it could be planting the seed for a year from now, or something from a year from now could shift. This is very interesting. Reconsider romance and a year from now. Very interesting first few messages for you, Aquarius. Let's pull out this oracle deck and see what messages you receive for Aquarius in love for July. Ooh, wedding. Maybe that's what's going to happen a year from now. It takes about a year to plan a wedding. That's very interesting. Maybe you need to reconsider that romance is on the table here for you, and that in a year from now there could be a wedding. How interesting. Release your ex. That's important. So it's not going to be your ex. It won't be the ex. If you were holding out for an ex, you're going to have to trust that you're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation with someone here. Going to have faith, and there will be a wedding in this scenario. Would you check this out? Isn't that interesting? So this makes me think that you have to trust that it is necessary to have this heart-to-heart conversation. Now, Aquarius, this is not the first time we've had this discussion about whatever conversation, communication you need to have. Trust that it actually does need to happen. This could result in a wedding in 1 year, apparently, which is very interesting, very specific. But you're going to have to let go of the ex. Okay, you're going to have to release this ex. Whoever this ex is, they got to go, because the bottom of the message says the time has come to clear your energy. If you really want to sort of have this moment happen, this future moment, you're going to have to let go of that ex. Have the heart-to-heart conversation that you need to have. It says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So feel like there's someone you've been wanting to talk to for a long time, and to sort of have faith in this conversation and reconsider that romance may be on the table for you, even if it's not with your ex. This could be a new person. How interesting. Oh, hang on. Before we jump in the tarot cards, one more oracle card for Aquarius. Time to release that ex. This situation is calling you to have faith. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other, and this situation involves marriage. And I love that it came up with the in a year from now, because that makes me think, it takes about a year to plan a wedding. So very intriguing. Okay. Oh, wow. Sex. This is romance and sex. So Aquarius, release that ex. This is going to be worth it. You got the sexy card. That's awesome. I love that. And look at on the bottom of the deck, I haven't been doing this for all the other signs, but you got liberation. So you're going to have to liberate yourself from one energy so that you can move towards another energy that's going to involve romance, sex, a wedding, and some kind of heart-to-heart conversation might be the initiation that this union needs to actually happen, you know? And very interesting message. Look at this. Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. You could be getting your wish, but just maybe not with who you thought. If you're pining over an ex, it's time to let them go. There is something else happening here for you, Aquarius. This is intriguing. Okay, for Aquarius, love energy, you're going to have to make a choice. Seven of Pentacles. Let me get the first row out before I start interpreting the story here. Okay, so your first four cards, your first row, we see the Seven of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Hierophant, and the Emperor in reverse. So this actually is very intriguing because it sort of confirms to me that you don't trust an energy from your past, which could be your ex, and that you need to make a choice towards something that feels like you could really commit, like on a wedding, in a marriage. The Hierophant to me sometimes is my wedding card. And so I feel like seeing these four cards really does confirm that letting go of something from the past that you may have an attachment to is going to serve you. And look, Death card in reverse on the bottom. You might not be aware of the fact that you need to actually move past something in order for something new to come in. And it feels like there is something you need to reconsider here. You might be focused solely on an ex relationship that you need to release, right? You might be really needing to reconsider this and like reconsidering letting go of the past. Consider that that's actually what you need to do. That might have sounded like I was saying the opposite, but I mean, like, reconsider the idea that the person from the past is the one. That's what I'm trying to say. And trust that there is something moving towards you that's in alignment with you, something you do trust. The Emperor in reverse to me is an energy where you don't trust something. The Death card in reverse is a time where you're not feeling like you want to make a change yet. And I feel like the angel cards are saying, reconsider that idea. You need to be liberated from something. And I love that you got the Sex card, because that really says to me that there could be something very intimate and romantic coming towards you, but it's going to come when you're able to sort of like release something else and sort of let go of playing games. No more game playing. So there's something you need to reconsider. I think it has to do with the ex from what I'm seeing here. Let's get your second row. There's the Hermit in reverse. There's the Lovers. And we've got the Ten of Cups in reverse and the and the Four of Wands. My goodness. You know, this is very interesting. Aquarius, you've got, you know, this actually sort of reminds me a little of the Capricorn reading. You've got to make a choice. You're going to have to decide here if you want to invest yourself in the past or what's coming up. Because I feel like you might be over thinking this when I see that Eight of Swords. That Eight of Swords makes me feel like you're overthinking this a little bit. You've got two Gemini cards here. The Lovers and the Eight of Swords, making me really feel like you've got a big decision to make. And you've also got the Seven of Pentacles, which is another decision card. Like, where do you want to invest yourself? Are you going to invest yourself in the past? Or are you willing to let go of the past because maybe it wasn't in alignment? I feel like you're hiding from something. You could be hiding out when really what you need to do is have a conversation about this so that you can make your choice. Something feels like a happy ending and something feels like even marriage. You know, my two marriage cards are on the table, the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. And this Ten of Cups that's in reverse in the center of your second row kind of makes me feel like, again, one of the choices is not the one for you, but one of them is the one that's new. I feel like you need to reconsider your focus. And if you're focused right now on the past, it's interesting. There's a part of you that doesn't trust that past energy. I think, like, from what I'm seeing here, if that resonates for you, there is a part of you that does not resonate with that past energy anymore. And there's a part of you that wants to release it, but might be feeling like sometimes we get trauma bonded to people, and we think that we can't possibly release them because we went through so much together, right? Well, sometimes you go through so much together, and that's that. Like, that was the point, to go through that experience together. It doesn't mean that you have to keep reliving it. And that might be it. Like, sometimes when we go through a big experience with someone, we think, well, they must be my twin flame, or they must be my soulmate, in that Hollywood idea of soulmates, that people stay together, they have these hardships, and then they're together forever. And that doesn't always have to be the case, right? Sometimes it's, you got the lesson, okay, thank you very much, and I'm going to move on now. And it almost feels like that's what's happening, is that, like, there has to be this heart-to-heart conversation with someone, but that ultimately you might go into a brand new direction, and it kind of feels like that's the idea, because this relationship might have unrealistic expectations attached to it. There might be sort of this unworthy feeling when it comes to love, or there's always delays or miscommunication. Like, there's just always seems to be out of sync with each other. Something seems to be out of sync with each other, and you have to make a choice here. Are you gonna keep trying to get in sync with someone, or are you just gonna be like, I can release my ex. I don't actually have to choose them. I can choose a new thing. And I can't help but think, by choosing a new path, you're gonna get married in a year. That sounds like a wild prediction that I'm making, but just based on what I'm seeing in your reading, it seems like by releasing your past, you're stepping into a really intriguing future with somebody here that could really be the person that you're going to end up marrying with. The person that you're going to end up marrying with, that sounded funny. The person you're going to end up marrying, the person you're going to end up having this amazing sex with, the person that you're going to feel liberated. You're going to feel free. You're going to feel free from all of this overthinking and worrying that this other person put you through, maybe. Like, when we're in relationships that are out of whack and they're not in harmony, sometimes we can't settle our mind down, right? We keep thinking and overthinking and worrying and fearing and trying to strategize, and it's just, sometimes it's enough is enough, and that's sort of the energy I'm feeling here for you, that it may be time to walk away from something from the past that you were hoping would be your future. But I'm seeing something else happening here that's really, really exciting. So, I mean, even just the when you look at these two cards, like, look at these two people here, really, like, I don't know. And then you got the wedding card, you got the trust card, you got the sexy card here. Very interesting. I'm going to leave it at that for you, Aquarius. If this has resonated for you and you'd like a personal reading, check out all the information is below in the description. And please consider subscribing as well, liking, sharing, commenting. It's so nice to connect with you through these readings. And I'm sending you so much love and light. Hope to see you again very soon for another reading, my friends. Take care.